Yep.
Lord willing, I'm gonna do this.
Yep.
Okay, now go.
You wanted Second Esdras 15?
Second Ezra, yeah.
15 chapter.
Because he said, right from the top, because he said that time your faith is going to be tested.
Right.
All right?
Right.
So a lot of these jakes, they're going to bug out, man.
Yep.
Now the brother read in Isaiah the 33rd chapter about, read it again, brother. Read it again so I can get the wording right.
33 and 6.
Isaiah 33:6.
Wisdom and knowledge, but I'm gonna let him read it again.
Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Most High is his treasure.
In other words, this is the only thing that's going to stabilize you when this place goes crazy. When food stops coming into this country or these cities, they said that the cities are going to be cut off.
Right.
All right. That's why when the brother mentioned that, I thought of Second Ezra 15th chapter.
Right.
All right. Go ahead, brother.
Second Esdras 15 and 1. Behold, speak thou.
And we're shortly coming to this time.
Right.
Go ahead.
Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Incredulity means unbelief. The ones that don't believe this, don't worry about them. Go ahead.
That speak against thee. For
That speak against us. 1941 Masters speak against us. Nathaniel 7 and his cohorts speak against us. Go ahead.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
There's going to come a time where the Most High said, you know what, I'm not going to look the other way. I'm going to start jacking their asses up.
Right.
Go ahead.
Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
That's us.
Oh, give me Revelation, the 6th chapter.
Yeah. We're always complaining, man.
And that's talking about the brothers that was in the truth before us, that got old and died. They're complaining to the Most High. All right? You know what I want, brother?
Yeah.
Revelation, the 6th chapter, right about here.
Right. Revelation 6 and 9. And when he had opened the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of the Most High, and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying,
Sorry. Who's it talking about? The souls that were slain for the testimony of the Most High.
Those prophets,
It's talking about the prophets, but it's talking about the disciples 2,000 years ago. Because what did? They killed all of them except one, John. All right? And they put him on the Isle of Patmos. And what happened was he received them revelations, and he had to die on that island. Because he was in his 90s. He was almost 100 years old. So it said in the scriptures in Revelation the 10th chapter that he going to speak this word again. He going to prophesy again before many tongues and kindreds and peoples and kings. So what is that talking about? There's no record. There's no record of him doing that.
Right.
As far as we know, he died. He was an old man. So that proves right there reincarnation. Okay.
Revelation 6 and 9. And when he had opened the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of the Most High.
John was one of them because he eventually got old and died. Peter, Paul, and the rest of them, they were all put to death. The first one that was put to death was James.
James, yep.
All right?
Herod.
By Herod. Right, go ahead.
For the word of the Most High, and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, doest thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? And white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled.
So did they wear white garments in the spiritual realm? Not really, but it represents righteousness.
Right.
All right, they're in the spiritual realm. So it said just wait until these other brothers that's on the earth join you in the spiritual realm. And that happened 2,000 years ago. All right? Is there more to that?
Well, it goes into the nuclear destruction.
All right, go ahead.
2 Esdras 15:9. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive them unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
Now that goes hand in hand with Revelation the 6th chapter. Go ahead.
Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm.
Now we know that this is not talking about ancient Egypt, because Ezra came along after Egypt, after the fact. Go ahead.
But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before.
That proves that it's not talking about the ancient Egypt.
Yep. That's right.
So America is also known as what? The modern Egypt, the new Egypt. That's in Revelation the 11th chapter. Go ahead.
And will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten.
And ancient Egypt wasn't totally destroyed, because you still can take tourist trips over there to Egypt. So it wasn't totally destroyed. So this new Egypt, America, is going to be totally destroyed. Go ahead.
Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation.
Oh yeah.
Talking about that earlier.
That's the chariots appearing in the heavens, and not only is it going to be the chariots, the Most High is going to do all kind of things, man. The average person, they see it, they're going to bug the hell out. But we're not going to bug out because we understand the prophecies. Yep.
Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their own power.
I want you to read that again.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
Sedition means to come against the government. The hell with what the fucking government got to say.
Yep.
The hell with their laws. Go ahead.
Like the movie The Children of Men.
That's right. That's
Good
right.
example.
Yep.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
They ain't gonna listen to the president. They ain't gonna listen to the governors. They ain't gonna listen to the mayors. They're not gonna listen to the police. And they're gonna be killing a lot of these police. And they're gonna be looking to kill the president and the mayor and the governors.
Yep.
Go ahead. And that's when martial law is gonna kick in.
Right.
See, niggas, either they don't believe it, or they say, well, that's another 20 years.
Right.
Like that dumb monkey, Barak Shaw, that's with Nathaniel 7, talking about go to school and become a doctor and a damn lawyer.
Yeah.
I know the Most High gonna kill your ass.
Fat ass. It's fat ass. I
Go
got
ahead.
scripture for you.
All right, go ahead.
Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid. Yea, let God be true, but every man a liar. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. So basically, like the scriptures say, what if you don't believe? You don't believe that martial law is coming? Is that going to stop the prophecy from happening? The answer is no. So let them not believe.
These niggas gonna get a rude awakening, man.
Let them not
All
believe.
right? Especially these Obamites. I call any nigga that believe in Barack Obama, I call him a Obamite.
And these nigga women too.
Go ahead.
Second
Oh,
Esdras,
the nigga woman is mainly into that bullshit, man. Go ahead.
Second Esdras 15:16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their own power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For because of their pride the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword.
So what do you think these loudmouth women gonna do in that day? They ain't gonna be talking.
They don't do shit.
They're gonna be looking for their next meal. And the only way they're gonna get to their next meal is if they get with a strong man. Go ahead.
A man shall have no pity upon
And
his
there's
neighbor.
gonna be a lot. I know these niggas don't like the word rape, but a lot of these women are gonna get raped. That's right. That's right. All right. A lot of these women are gonna get raped.
It happened down in Louisiana.
That's right. That's right. It's already happened. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Micah 5:10. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, that I will cut off thy horses out of the midst of thee, and I will destroy thy chariots, and I will cut off the cities out of thy land, and I will cut off the cities of thy land, and throw down all thy strongholds.
Yeah, so these niggas up there in 1941, man, I gotta keep bringing them up. They're making videos, making parodies. We're teaching, we're waking people up, man.
Right.
We're bringing you to righteousness. Go ahead.
Verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Famine.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Behold, saith the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Libanus, to turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done to them. Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom, thus saith the Lord power. My right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood.
My right hand shall not spare the sinners is talking about Israel. That goes hand in hand with Ecclesiastes. That also goes hand in hand with Obadiah. Go ahead.
And my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth.
Also Amos. Go ahead.
And my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. The fire is gone forth from his wrath, and hath consumed the foundations of the earth. And the sinners, like the straw that is kindled, woe to them that sin, and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. I will not spare them. Go your way, you children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and you shall remain in them. For the Most High shall not deliver you, because you have sinned against him. Behold, an horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitudes of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, and all they which hear them may fear and tremble.
That's talking about them Arabs. There's going to be a time when them Arabs, they're going to have the upper hand.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Also the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood.
That's talking about them East Indians. That's talking about them Arabs. Because the people of Iran, they're actually East Indians. They're Elamites.
Right.
But they speak that Arabic bullshit and they worship Allah.
Right.
So you look at them and you think they're like Ahmadinejad.
Right.
He's not an Arab. He's an East Indian. He's a Persian.
Persian, right.
But you look at him and you say, well, he's an Arab.
Right.
Go ahead.
And with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of
Because back in the 80s, you had a war. Iran against Iraq. Because they said they knew that they were Persians. They said, we're Arabs, you're none of our people. So they had a major war in the early 80s. So it says, the brothers just read it, that they're going to come together. So they said, look, we got to come together for the sake of getting this so-called white man out of here. All right? Go ahead.
Also the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them. And shall...
That's why on the news they're talking about if Iran has technology to build a missile, that they're in trouble. That's why they always, every other day, they're talking about Iran. Go ahead.
And shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. Then these shall be troubled, and keep silence through their power, and shall flee.
They're remembering their nature, their wild nature. Ishmael, Because it was prophesied Ishmael would be a wild man.
Yeah, them people up there in Afghanistan,
Right.
they're a mixed race of Arabs and East Indians and all that, Pakistanis. And they born in the mountains and they live in the mountains, man. So they used to living a hard life.
Hard life, yep.
Go ahead. And from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them and consume some of them, and in their host shall be fear and dread and strife among their kings. Behold, clouds from the east and from the north unto the south, and they are very horrible to look upon, full of wrath and storm. They shall smite one upon another, and they shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth. Even their own stars and blood shall be from the sword unto the belly, and dung of men unto the camel's hoof. And there shall be great fearfulness and trembling upon earth, and they that see the wrath shall be afraid, and trembling shall come upon them. And then shall there come great storms from the south and from the north, and another part from the west. And strong winds shall arise from the east, and shall open it. And
So the Most High is not just going to use them Arabs, them crazy ass Arabs. He going to use nature against this man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And the cloud which hath raised up in wrath, and the stars stirred to cause fear toward the east and west wind shall be destroyed. The great and mighty clouds shall be lifted up full of wrath, and the star that they may make all the earth afraid. And them that dwell therein, and they shall pour out over every high and eminent place an horrible star. Fire and hail and flying swords, and many
Hold on.
waters.
Fire and hell and flying.
His roots shall be dried up, beneath and above shall his branch be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. He shall be driven from light into darkness, and chased out of the world. Whoa.
Chase out of the world.
That's right. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwellings. They that
Because they're going to be, ultimately, they're going to be exterminated. Go ahead.
They that come after him shall be astonished at his day, as they that went before were affrighted. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not the Most High.
Yeah, that's the so-called white man. Because the so-called white man, they don't know the Most High.
I'm sure don't.
They don't want to know the Most High.
Right.
And if they say that they know the Most High, they're lying.
Right.
Or if they believe that there's a Most High, he's got to be a white man.
Right.
So fuck this damn devil.
Yeah, fuck
Yo,
him.
Satan, fuck you, man.
That's right. Fuck,
Esau, you can go to hell.
fuck you, white man.
Go ahead, man.
Isaiah 13 and 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Those are them Russians. Go ahead.
Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation.
And
Neither
ancient Babylon wasn't taken down like as of comparing itself to Sodom and Gomorrah. So it's talking about America. Go ahead.
Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
Yeah, like what's a pleasant palace of Babylon? The White House. What's going to be dwelling there? Dragons. Dragons are going to be in place of the White House. Check that out.
Wild beasts.
Wild beasts. And when you get a chance, brothers, go to Isaiah 34. Read the whole chapter. That's about America being destroyed. The whole chapter. Yep.
All right, this is back in 2nd Esdras 15 and 43. And they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon and make her afraid. They shall come to her and besiege her. The star and all wrath shall they pour out upon her. And then shall the dust and smoke go up unto the heaven, and all they that be about her shall bewail her. Like the scripture says, the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
That's Isaiah 34.
When them nuclear bombs hit, you see when the smoke rises off of it, it turns and it looks like a scroll. They call it the mushroom cloud. So it says here, it says, they shall come to her and besiege her. The star and all wrath shall they pour out upon her. Then shall the dust and smoke go up upon the heaven, to the heaven, and all they that be about her shall bewail her. And that's like the book of Revelation, the 18th chapter. So they that be afar off, screaming, alas, for that great city Babylon, that great kingdom, for in 1 hour such judgment come. It says, and they that remain under her shall do service unto them, and that have put her in fear. And thou, Asia, that are partaker of the hope of Babylon, and of the glory of her person, that's also talking about America. Woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in whoredoms, that they might please and glory in thy lovers, which have always